Okay, so Tregg the Destroyer on the False Emperor Flashpoint. Main aim of this is to tank aggroes the boss. Thank you. And the two DPS that we've got in our team go take out the adds at the back. The tank will sort of bring the boss down to this area. Do not battle him on the bridge, and sort of lead him round here. What else? Anybody else think of any ideas that I've missed?
As a tank, after immediately pulling the boss, you want to do an AoE taunt to grab aggro of the mobs at the back. This should mean that the DPS don't die straight away, and the healer will have a chance then to grab and heal them before they do die.
Right. Right. So shall we give this?
Also, the boss does random aggro drops, so make sure you keep a taunt available, otherwise it could well be a wipe for the group.
Indeed. Alrighty then. So I sort of stand up here, giving me a bit more room to jump in there.
Swoosh pleased him.
And the idea is you have your strongest DPS jump in first, because obviously he will get some aggro, and then the weaker DPS jumps in about 1-2 seconds after. And once they're dead, jump in at the boss. Make sure he's not doing a spell which he basically spins casting red stuff, which can take half your health off.
Like there.
Jumps like that.
Get out of the way. Start spinning like that. He does about 5 of those.
And there's the first random aggro drop. He generally does it after each of them red spins.
Also best not to do channeled stuff like that in general, because you'll get caught out. And it's really annoying when he sort of does like a break in between jumping and then doing his massive attack.
Yeah, as a DPS I always, well, it's best to wait a couple of seconds after he's jumped just in case, but sometimes he will wait a bit longer and then do it.
Like there.
Like that.
In combat reses are really good on this.
Yep.
Careful not to sort of be facing the edges of the pit around here.
Yeah, try not to get stuck on the little boxes that poke out like that.
Alright. But yeah, his enrage time is really low. There you go. It'll start spinning now. And there we go.
Just heard from the Supreme Commander.
I'll get you Tiny's crystals. Alright, so next boss up is Jindo Krey. This boss fight is probably the most complicated one of them all. You'll see the battlefield has 3 turrets. The idea of this is that one of the DPSs and the healer will, as soon as they can, run up to the middle turret or the top turret, whichever way you want to look at it. And as soon as they go in, they must activate the turret and fire at the ship. When the ship is in, as in firing down at us constantly with rockets, the boss will have no shield. When the ship is away and sort of at the little bit further out, the boss will have a shield and you won't be able to damage him. The main tactics for this are interrupt his firestorm or fire wheel, flame sweep even, and whenever the ship comes in, make sure that the DPS and the healer click on the middle turret when it comes in as soon as it comes in.
And avoid red circles on the floor.
Yes, and avoid the red circles, which are the missiles coming from the ship. After 5 hits, the ship will destroy, and you just wail on the boss. So, run in.
Right, as DPS, I'm going to sit on the one turret with the healer who will come here. The boss also likes to grapple you and then throw you off the edge of the map and kill you instantly.
And defeat Rainbow instantly.
Unfortunately that does happen. He grapples you with his whip or whatever it is and then throws you. And he normally throws you in a random location, and sometimes he can throw you off the edge of the map.
The key thing to note with the red circles is they actually spawn on whoever the boss is targeted, so ideally it should be the tank. That allows the DPS to fight the boss without having to dodge any red circles.
Like that one.
Unless it swaps aggro.
It's also handy to let the keep an eye on the ship to let the guys at the top know when he's coming in.
I'm just about to load and run in now.
Ship is back in again.
Good job, Tim.
It's important. Okay. I think the ship's back in.
I'll be there in 5 seconds.
You're gonna have to see that on the video.
You saw it on my screen. Ship's back in.
He really likes me for some reason.
Yeah, it's bugged.
Ship damage is on 400%. I'm
Yeah,
dead.
I don't know what the hell's going on.
They've bugged it in the maintenance patch again.
Look out. Bit too late, wasn't it?
Tim, can you combat rest?
Ship's back
Ship's
in.
Careful. Oh, it works.
Yeah. Little resi.
Only problem now is the aggro timer.
Yeah. I'm not too sure. I don't know whether it actually starts until we've actually destroyed the ship.
Oh, it's hard to find out, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ship.
There you go.
down.
Ship's down.
I'll grab next one.
By next one, basically myself and Taki interrupt that flame sweep and take it in turns because it does a hell of a lot of damage if you don't interrupt it. You get the
To
next
put
one,
that
Taki?
into perspective, literally 2 hits of it and that's it. The whole group.
Yeah, looks like the timer doesn't actually start until we've taken down the ship. And there he goes.
Jindo Krey was among the first to join me.
Okay, so new boss. These two are fairly easy. The two prototype bosses. The only special thing about these is one will sort of go into a lockdown mode, and he'll have some blue area of effect around him, and he'll sort of fire these discs at you. Really easy to avoid. Just drag the other one as far away as possible. We usually do it about 3 grates, so there's 1 grate, 2 grates, 3 grates, so we usually put them around about here, and that sort of distance is more than ample for you not to get hit. Yeah, anything special on these guys you can think of?
Yeah, the discs, what they do is they stack up to 3, and what it does is getting hit by it once will increase the damage you take by I think it's 5%, and then another disc is 10%, and another disc is 15%, and so on and so on. So it's ideally you don't want to get hit by the disc, while the DPS shouldn't. So that's why you need to pull them away.
Alright.
Other than that, it's just tank and spank.
Cool. Well, on the tank. Okay, see, one's gone into his mode, so we just drag him past. Or that way, either way. Yeah, that works. Again, we've never seen the enrage timers on these guys, so we don't think they're fairly high. There he goes into simulation mode. Just target the other one.
Simulation mode. Normally you wait for the boss you're attacking to go down, but if you happen to notice the other bot to start running towards you, then just start DPS on this one and jump onto the one that's coming towards you. And then you just wait for the other one to come out. And then smack him like a boss. And that is it.
Pretty simple.
Crystals.
Yeah,
Job's
make
good.
sure your guild members or pug members have got their crystals, because it's easy to not pick them up and just carry on running.
Cool. Alright. Next boss along, I think third from last. Probably the hardest one. HK47. This guy, first things first, do not fall asleep into him. It will cause you damage and it just won't work. You'll get flung away and it's just pointless. He's a fairly easy boss, you can't interrupt him, so you don't need to worry about that too much. So first we all sort of walk in, start battering him. When he gets to about between 50 and or so health, he'll start going invisible, and he'll use an ability called Stealth. That means he'll target one person, and that person will get stunned and can't move, and then he'll take a massive amount of damage. In a short after a slight pause. To mitigate this, you can try and use Force Leap or any sort of AoE spells to try and break him out of his stealth ability. or the healer, which is a tactic we found, can put a shield on the person who's affected, and that actually works very well. And to reduce the amount of damage you take, it can even one-hit kill someone with 16,000 health. So it's a large amount of damage you take. His enraged timer as well is very tight, so you're going to have to really work on the DPS throughout the fight. There really isn't much room for lapsing, and that's why we take off the 4 sleeps, because you'll reduce the amount of DPS you do overall. Any other notes you guys can think of?
Can I just add that the AoE spell you need to do is 4 sweep and not 4 sleep?
My bad.
Yeah, and also he does throw a gas grenade on the floor every now and then, a poison grenade. Yep, the healer can cleanse that. But we prefer a sage for this fight purely because of the cleansing and the shield.
If not, the best way to help the person who's incapacitated and basically one hit is to put a time released heal on them, which can try and help.
We'll also do random snipe ability. The tank needs to try and taunt the boss before the snipe ability gets casted.
Cool. Oh,
yeah,
and
if he's enraged and he casts snipe, if the tank doesn't in taunts, the person that gets sniped will die instantly.
One key thing, well, 2 key things we forgot completely to mention are the turrets and the circle on the floor. You'll randomly be targeted by a white circle. You need to run away from the group because it will turn red. When it turns red, a bomb is going to appear in that area and will do damage to you, obviously. 2 turrets sort of midway the fight will be released, one on each side of him. They have shields on. The idea is that you can, once targeted by the white circle, you can run to the turret and it will disable the shield because of the bomb on it. Ignore all the turrets throughout the fight due to his enraged timer, and then after killing him, make sure you loot him straight away in case you wipe, and then take out the turrets.
cool. I think that's it.
Yep.
Right. Oh, and remember to stim up as well. That also helps.
Oh yeah.
Right, after the tank.
Walk in.
Also, the DPS needs to stand behind the boss due to his burst ability.
Yeah.
He does have a bit of lore before he goes invisible. He says something like, my master's improved me, blah 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 blah. And then you'll see the cast bar on the right hand side above his icon. It will say stealth. That's when you need to instantly build up focus and get ready to do force sweep on the floor.
Okay, the turrets have just come up there.
1 turret shield now.
Yeah, if you can see on the screen, if possible, it's always good if the healer gets targeted by the bomb, because he can just literally move slightly onto the turret and it guarantees that the shield will be disabled.
Okay, he's gone into stealth. Now what we need to do is make sure whoever's in stealth, it's me, it's Jommy.
Jommy.
So he'll give me a shield. I'll try my best to get away from it. I didn't get away from it, but I took less damage.
And that is why you use the shield. Normally it's, the first hit is 8,000 damage, the second hit is also 8,000, unless he's enraged, then it's treble that amount.
Will help.
Here we go.
Me, Jommy.
Yep.
Don't think I'm going to make this one. Oh.
Come on.
He just hit me for so much there.
one person goes down, you quickly combat res them and carry on the fight.
Okay, so now we take out the...
And as usual, don't expect gear for your class to drop. We've done this around about 11 times, and only probably 2 or 3 times as stuff for our class dropped.
Oh shit, I've pressed one button.
Well, well done, Taki, to you for kneeling on it.
Sorry guys, I actually did press the wrong button then.
Alright, second to last boss now, Chondrus Berani. Possibly the weakest boss in all existence. I really don't think this needs much explanation. You just take out the 2 adds and literally tank and spank this guy. He is a free crystal.
Just interrupt the spin and strike.
Yeah, that's that. Okay,
Ready?
yeah, on the tank.
Yep.
Let's get a better look at him. Oh yeah, cheers. Again, we've never seen the enrage timer on this guy, so there's really no need to worry about that.
Yeah, this is literally just a training dummy. This is a boss for dummies.
Bam.
Free crystal.
Free crystal. Okay, so last boss is Malgus, and the team seems to have come into some sort of coughing fit. The aim of the boss is, after the cutscene, everybody runs in and takes on Malgus on the stairs. Be careful of his pushback ability, so we don't battle him on the on the bridge. He'll single out one person to fight him alone. It's pretty simple. That person is just runs around and then joins the group again. When he reaches 12%, we all take him down to the bridge. And the idea is to get him close to the bridge and then either chuck your grenades at his feet as soon as he stops taking damage, which is about 9%. And then he'll fall off, and then that's the end of the battle. Or you can use a force push, which the Jedi Guardians have, which is quite handy. Any other points you guys want to do? Say?
Just the kiting when he randomly targets you.
Yeah. It's a pretty simple fight. We usually just sort of chat about nothing during it, so here we go.
Skip the movie, guys.
Yeah. I'm still recording this, so I'm just going to sort of do a fade out on this. It's just so we actually get the main battle at the beginning. But yeah, for my hard drive's sake, please skip this.
Ah. Greetings, sir. I took the liberty of polishing your head whilst you were away.
There we go.
For the new empire.
Alright, so we pull into the stairs, kick you back to the wall purely because it pushes you and throws you around like a rag doll.
Be careful you don't get pushed through the wall. The reason I'm not against the wall is because he has a tendency on me to push me straight through that back wall. So I just take the hit and go flying. So
Yeah.
personal preference.
Yeah, that's very true. What I tend to do is stand a little bit forward just so I can get pushed back to the wall like that.
Yeah, and I just do that.
Here, buddy.
Yeah, we have very little respect for the Master of all destruction.
Oh yeah, like I am first, so I'm gonna sit lower down than everybody else. You'll see why in a second. Now he's stunned me.
Are you stunned, Rainbow?
Yes. And now I'm going to run like a coward. Yeah, the idea is now is to kite him, which basically means run away from him, let him chase you. I come up to the midpoint, which of these two things stick out, go around in a big U shape and head directly to the stairs, back to your colleagues. Or also sometimes, I haven't seen it on the first time, but usually between the second, third or fourth he'll start casting a spell called Ultimate Power. This
Unlimited.
Unlimited then, or Ultimate whatever.
It's unlimited.
This must be interrupted or you will wipe instantly.
But yeah. My
Tim
turn.
seems quite up to scratch, so we do wipe.
I'm disabled.
Feel an emperor's wrath. Enough games.
So I just run out around here. Say hello, Malgus. He hits me once or twice. Pathetic.
After each person's carted in, the tanks need to retaunt the boss.
So there's ultimate power that we just interrupted.
Attack is next. Yeah, it does help also to call out who's next, just in case they don't see the message that comes up. And this is the halfway point now. This is where the DPS really need to work it out and up their DPS a lot. The idea is to get him down to about 15 or 12% by the time the last person comes back.
So we do that just to leap in to disrupt him there because he was just about to cast ultimate power. Unlimited power.
Tim next.
I should have killed you on Ilum when I had the chance.
I didn't hear the correspondent message.
I was a little earlier.
Right, our DPS is very good. It's almost on 15%
We
already.
probably ought to slow down on the DPS now, just so we've got enough. After Tim.
And Tim, of course, just stands there because he has large amounts of shield and can heal. He likes to show off.
He likes to be spanked by the Emperor. Right, at 12%, the idea is to drag him down to the bridge, which we'll show you in a second.
Good job, guys.
Right, if Taki drags him to the edge, we then stand him here, interrupt most of his spells if you can.
Just be very careful about that force push because he will push you off.
When he is on 9%, you then push him off.
You will join me in death, as will your Republic fleet.
Missed.
Like so.
Nice one.
If I open it, does
Darth Malgus is
And
dead.
what will this be?
Celebration.
Again, not a
Smuggler.
dynamic.
Systems failure. Core power level
Egg.
And done.